Hello guys, welcome back to another movie review. Yes, we are reviewing today Vengeance. Yes, Vengeance is a new movie here starring BJ Novak. I'm just reading this off Letterboxd. It's been a few days since I saw this movie, so bear with me in this review. There's a few things that obviously it's been a couple of days. Really good film though. This was one of the biggest surprises for me of the year. This was a film that was not on my radar. I never heard of it. It is a Universal movie and it is directed and starring BJ Novak. But this is a movie that is very interesting. We basically didn't even see a trailer for this film. Hannah read like a bio somewhere about the movie and then decided she wanted to go and see it. So of course we went to see it. It also stars Ashton Kutcher in the film, and there is a really good like twist at the end of the movie. It's one of those films where you just watch it throughout the film and you can't really see where it's going, and then you kind of, it is what it is. So yeah, one of my biggest surprises of the year really, because like I said, it wasn't a movie that I was on my radar. So the general premise of the story is Ben, BJ Novak's character, he was going out with this girl, and he is known to have a lot of girls, like, you know, around, and all of a sudden then the family contact Ben saying like, you know she's died, and you know she's the love of your life, and all this type of stuff. And his reaction's like, what is going on with this? Like, I barely know this girl. I dated her once or twice and that is it, and now I'm at her funeral and I'm doing like a eulogy, you know what I mean, at her funeral. Like, I don't even know anything about her. The family really take him in and he's really confused. And anyway, he's like a journalist back in New York, and he sees the opportunity to create a story, and by doing that he actually creates a podcast and records everybody's like thing to actually try and find what actually happened to the girl. One thing leads to another. Obviously, you know, is a good twist at the end, and you know, does he solve it, does he not? It's all that type of thing. But it was a really good film. It felt like, even though it was like Universal, but it did feel a bit like an A24 film, you know. It did feel a bit low budget, a bit like Men, you know, a bit of a psychological, non-mainstream type of film. That's very much what I assumed it to be, especially because I hadn't really seen no adverts for the movie or nothing like that. But as I say, it was one of the best surprises of the year for me. I can't really talk too much about the plot, because if I talk too much about the plot, it's going to give away a lot of stuff in the film. It was one of the best films in terms of, obviously because I didn't watch a trailer for the movie, it was very much going in there blind. And just watching it for what it was. But I thought people's performances were fantastic. There was a lady who, her name was Isa Rae, and she was playing Eloise, who was like the contact for Ben for doing the podcast. He was like sharing the files back and forth to her. She was based back in New York. She was brilliant, like actress performance, really liked her role. Ashton Kutcher was good as well. I wouldn't say, you know, amazing, but he was just okay. But BJ Novak as well, I've seen him before, but I've actually seen him in Saving Mr. Banks, and he's also been in Inglourious Basterds as well as The Amazing Spider-Man 2, so you may recognize his face. But yeah, the movie itself I really enjoyed. I think I enjoyed it a lot because of like the experience of not knowing what I was gonna watch, you know what I mean. It was like one of those, but also just it pleasantly surprised me. There was no real bad bone in the film. Some of the things I didn't really like, I guess, was the low quality of the movie was a bit off-putting at some times, but there was definitely some bits in the movies that you saw, like certain things, that there was a gun pointing a certain way at somebody's head and you thought, oh, is this connoting what's going to happen in the upcoming, at the end of the film, and all that. So there was some good like directorial choices in the film. I really liked the cinematography as well. The soundtrack was so-so. Didn't really notice the soundtrack as much as I have in other films, of course. But yeah, I thought it was a good film, and on my Letterboxd I actually rated it a 4-star. So for me it's going to be one of my like biggest surprises of the year, because I didn't expect to even see this film, and then the fact that it is going to be in like my top 20 movies of the year is pretty insane. So well worth watching. Is it a one-time watch? I probably wouldn't watch it for a year or so now, because obviously once you know the ending, you know, it's hard to watch. But I probably would, you know, when it comes out, I probably will get it. If I see it in Kex or something, I probably will pick it up. It is worth having in my collection, and it was a good, pleasant surprise. So there it is, guys. Have you seen Vengeance? Are you going to see it? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd recommend you do. It's definitely more one-time watch than there is like more than that, but it's a good mystery film, and I really did enjoy the movie. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below, of course, and of course please do subscribe. Thanks. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.